long challenging putt here. Hopefully I can get that close to the hole and make a par, I don't know. But again, my mindset is I'll probably have a longer putt. Welcome to the video today. One of the most difficult things in golf is tackling the long, challenging par threes. I'm gonna give you some options so you can handle these tough deals on the golf course. Let's go. So here we are at the number 6 hole, Rustic Canyon Golf Course, par 3. From the tips, is playing 216 yards. So we've got a lot of trouble way left. We got trouble short. We've got trouble way right. And we got trouble, big trouble, way long. So we've got to figure out how to approach holes like this so we don't blow up. Now, typically 216, okay, cool. That's a solid, let's say 5 iron, 4 or 5 iron for me, depending on whatever conditions there are out here. So cool. So let's say I'm swinging well and all is good, then I probably just want to go with my stock shot, play my shot in here, which would be a nice little draw, and it should be perfect. That would be the ideal situation, right? Yeah, of course. We all want perfect, we want those good, perfect swing thoughts as we get ready to play a challenging par 3. So I'm going to play my normal little right to left shot and just try to swing it in there. But again, with that shot, I'm working it towards trouble, and I drew it a little too much, and so there'd be some risk even with that shot. And when you approach a challenging hole, you want to take all the risk out as possible. Typically, when you have a golf course architect, they're going to give you on a long par 3 a bailout area. So that might be something to consider, is playing for the bailout area, because it's typically short and it gives you a lot of room for safety. So with my second ball, I'm gonna do that. So instead of a 5 iron at 216, I'm gonna take a 6 iron and play short right where there's a lot of room for error. And I'm just gonna hit a solid shot way short and right. Because you don't always have to go and play the number. I grabbed a pitching wedge, so that's not something we want to do. So now I've got one less club than I normally would take, and I'm just playing to the safe area. And for my safe shot, I'm going to take, if a 6 iron isn't your, isn't a club, you just got to know that number, but take a club you can easily hit well pretty much every time. So 6 iron for me is pretty solid. Go way short and right, just a driving range stock shot right here. And I just aimed for safety, and I'm playing for my strengths. Easy mid iron, biggest part of the green or the safe spot, and I'm playing what the golf course architect had in mind for people who weren't going to go at the flag. Now my third option, so I went for it, I've played super safe. Now the third option is really if you know the golf course, if you play here a lot. Because there's always, again, the golf course architect is going to give you nuances in the course that are really going to help you in these challenging, more challenging holes. So that architect here, I know, made that green slope back to front, right to left, and so you can really take this way far right and it'll feed down toward the hole. But you only know that if you play a course a lot. So now I'm going to take more club than normal, and I'm going to play out way right. Again, it's pretty safe out there, and I have a lot of room because left is the place you have to avoid. So you have that. So this is if you know the golf course and what it offers. And long will feed back toward the hole, and right will feed toward a hole as well. Great, so that's way right. And I know that that should kick down, here it comes, and roll down towards the hole. And you should have a decent look at this. This is not birdie time, okay? Birdie time on these challenging holes comes only when you hit a great shot on accident. This is more, hey, let me be smart, play to my strengths, and get a par and move on to a hole that might be a birdie hole next. You don't always have to just think birdie every hole, but it's not a bad thought. But here, play how the golf course architect designed the hole to be played to maximize your chances of making a low number. And here's what's cool. When you play safe, you have a huge area to put the ball, and this landed back here, rolled right up here. Although this is not the easiest shot in the world, it sure beats being in the junk over there or somewhere absolutely horrible. I'm off the green, but I can still putt this thing and just put it out there and, I don't know, let it roll close to the hole. And then I know I'm going to have 5-6 feet probably for par, but I'm not going to make a huge number. So that was the play it safe ball. And the pretty much go for it ball with my number. You know, the thing about going for it, if you don't hit it perfectly, then you got some issues to work out. So I didn't hit this as great as I wanted to. I wanted it to land up in here somewhere, but it kind of hit this slope and roll back down here. It's almost in the same position as my play it safe ball, but a little better. I ran the risk. I went a bit left, but luckily it didn't go too far left. And long challenging putt here. Hopefully I can get that close to the hole and make a par. I don't know, but again, my mindset is I'll probably have a longer putt I just made it. So I made a birdie. Things in the hole, hilarious. So anyways, but the mindset is just try to make a par here. Made a birdie. What do you know? Okay, so this shot here, my third one, which was more the course knowledge one. Yeah, we all want course knowledge. And it's something you could learn maybe if you play a course a lot, you would know. But this thing came with the extra club, so it was coming in a little hotter, and I played it way up here. Why would I do that? You know, it's course knowledge, so you land it up in here, it's coming down, and it rolls down this hill, and it just goes towards the hole. So even if you go way back here, it kind of swings back down toward the hole. And mine happened to be over here, right around here. So that was my third shot where I was just using my course knowledge. Again, not challenging the hole, not being a gambler, but really just saying, hey, I'm gonna play it way up here and use the slopes to my advantage. So if you know that, that's always something good to do if you can. And then you do have a look at birdie, but really on a long par 3, par would be an awesome score. And as a matter of fact, if you can play a round of golf and par every par 3 out there, you are lowering your score. Or at least, you know, on the golf courses we play, the par 3s play harder than the par 4s and the par 5s. That's just a statistic that even on the PGA Tour, like par 3s are typically the hardest holes. So if you can just learn how to navigate your way around the challenging par 3s, you're going to be much better off. There's always options to playing these holes. So think about those. Don't just grab a club and hit it. Of course, my grab a club and hit it one rolled in for birdie, but that's because of this guy, not because of that guy. All right? Hope this video is helpful. Hit that like button. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next video.